why the movie? You gonna bring that in school too?
Let me stop again.
You can say.
Okay. We came to America in 1920, or 1919, the end of December. My father was already in America. He sent for us. It was right after World War I. And while we were on the ship, it was an old army ship, because the war was just over and they were using all their ships. We were on the ship, and my aunts and relatives all came to the shore. This was in Naples. They all came to the shore to wave goodbye to us, to bid us adieu. And one of my aunts gave me a doll to go away with. So we were standing on the boat, waving goodbye, and I dropped my doll in the ocean. So I only had it a few minutes. I didn't even have a chance to play with it. And that's why I cried. And when we came to America, my father bought me another one, a Japanese doll. So while we were on the ship, we had a terrific storm, and we were on the ship almost a month. The journey was very rough, and we were on this boat on the lower deck. I don't know what they call that. What do they call it?
Lower deck?
I don't know. The lower deck, it was just one big room, and there were all cots and beds. I mean, we didn't have a stateroom. We didn't travel elite, And I'll tell this, I think you'll get a kick out of this. Someone told my mother, well, if you're traveling with children, it's going to be hard if they have to go to the bathroom on the boat. You have to go on the upper deck, and in the winter it's cold. So my mother, they said, bring a pot with you, a urinal. So my mother did, and we had this awful storm, and this pot was rolling from one end of the ship to the other. So my mother tied her with a rope, and we listened to that all night. And not only that, everybody used it too, because nobody thought of what my mother thought. Anyway, so during the trip, there was a woman. She had a very bad disease anyway, and she died on the ship. So they buried her at sea. They didn't bring her into the country. So when we got to Ellis Island, we were quarantined for a whole week. We had to be inoculated on account of this dangerous disease we were in. So we were quarantined there for a month, and for a week rather. And we had to stand on line to go into the dining room. And it was a cold January day, or the end of February actually. And it was cold, and all the children were crying, they were hungry, it wasn't too nice. And a man came around on the line and gave us a banana. We never saw a banana in Italy, so we were eating the banana skin and all. So a man came around and said, no, this is how you peel it, you have to peel it. So we learned how to eat a banana. Then we went inside. You had to get on that time to go for breakfast. When we went for breakfast, we were served cornflakes. When my mother looked at them, she says, what? I have to come to America to eat potato peels? We had never seen.
That's it. Disc died.
You have no more?
It's getting near the end. Keep going.
Oh, well, that's all. Oh, no, what should I say?
You have like two more minutes.
We were online. We had to get online to get all these injections, inoculations, and all. Is it running?
Yeah, you still have another minute. Yeah, one more minute.
Well, it was a month. It was New Year's Day, and my father was on the other end of the shore in the battery waiting for us, but we couldn't be discharged. We were there a whole week. Stop it for a minute, I can't think. I gotta think what it could be.